he's busy fighting your teammate. He's just watching him. Oh my god, dude. And he's dead. Oh, there you go. Okay, for the next game, I'm gonna be next game squad with the members. So if there's any members who want to play, just have your username in the chat right now. GG. Is he gonna try to out-survive them? He got 2 medkits. Oh, that's a GG. The plays.
Yo, what's up, one viewer?
Hey, can I have your number? I seem to have lost mine.
Yo, what's up, second viewer?
Let's go. Okay, let's get the members going. If there's any members who want to play, drop your username in the chat. Any members who want to play? I already did it, anyone else? Let's go.
World Cup's on, is it? World Cup on.
Okay. That's it. Okay, just ready up, guys. Presentation.
Is the World Cup on or what? Guys, if someone could tell me if the World Cup's on, someone could pop over.
So when it's on, we all cheer. I hope that fans will be cheering.
Yes, in 2 minutes.
Especially when I win the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup's on.
Has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
It's not gonna happen. Zaven Sapp.
That's Zaxero.
Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Yeah, let me turn this up a bit.
Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air.
he go?
And he's going to drop on down the height for the moment.
Okay.
The spray coming on in. It's not enough.
Who's that? Is that Vinny? Yeah, that's Vinny.
Still looking for the replacement here. He takes it on land. Takes the wall. 184. The dog snipe combination. Calculator and Macwood. They're holding the high ground. And that's the victory royale. I want to see where we stand here. The best players we've ever seen in any lobby, literally ever. And we're here along with literally 18,000 people at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low, and he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyrox is out. Oh no, he does manage to get the elimination, and he gets the victory royale. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale. Pressure coming on in, they drop down low, the tags coming. Oh my God. Oh, 150!
Disgusting.
Arthur versus the player up top. There's just no way. 4ZR will take the final game. The results are in. Congratulations to the first ever Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox! The win and $3 million. How do you feel, buddy?
I don't know what to say in this situation.
I don't know what to say.
Here, hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Today it will be the solos competition, and after 2 years of Fortnite action and so many months of qualifiers, we are here to crown our first ever World Champion solo. My name is Sundown, joined here by Bala TW, and it is going to be an incredible day.
It is over 30 countries are represented
Is
here
that Top
today
Alarm
in
or
the
something?
World Cup Finals. And I mean, this entire weekend has been amazing. It has had some of the most amazing Fortnite action. And this is the best of competitive Fortnite. So we're going to go ahead. We already did
I'm trying to
crown
practice
World
this.
Champions duo in Nyrox and Aqua.
And it was very well deserved from there. Don't forget about the Creative Championship and the Pro-Am that kicked it all off on Friday. We saw the Fish Fam take it away, and then of course, the cooler duo of Aqua
I
and
need something
Nyrox.
to hold.
Crediting
This is
the
really
boot camp, all
bugging
the
me.
practice put in. The first half of the games were rough. The back three, Victory Royale, top 5 with 2 clutch eliminations coming out of Aqua to push them in to that top spot. And we'll be seeing Aqua here again today, Ball.
That we will. We'll see if he's going to be able to repeat some of the
Guys,
magic
if
that he
anyone
did
you
yesterday,
can
but
do
he's not
this.
the only person. We have 100 more
No,
players.
it's like
They all
this.
completed over 5 weeks of solo qualifiers. We have already awarded
DM me.
$6
My
million
Instagram is
over the
in
course of
seconds.
qualifiers, and 40 million players competed to try to qualify for this day right now. Only 100 players remain.
And they're all fighting for their share of
Bob,
the $15 million prize pool. We've already
So
given
imagine
away
if there's a guy
$18
right on my
million
phone,
to
yeah?
Creative and the duos.
And then you just like pump him in the
portion
head.
for the Pro-Am,
Just
and they
release
all
that
want
one.
to be in that top spot.
This guy
First
right
place,
there,
walking away
huh?
with $3 million in
And
prize
then
money.
you can
But
just like
most of them
pull down.
they want to be in the top spot. They want the clout. They want the recognition. They want to say, I am the ultimate Victor Royale.
So we're going to go ahead and join the players on the floor in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. They're ready. We're going to go ahead with our first group of contestants.
Bob,
It is
Bob.
Booga, Bizzle,
Bob.
Commandment, Vivid, Cease,
These are face
Snow,
dubs.
Riversun, Leleo, and Dubs.
Now, these were the
That's
players
dub.
who qualified
Omega,
out
I
of
didn't
NA,
even
NA West, and Brazil during the first week. The ones who rose to the occasion right away, cemented
Oh, yeah, it's
themselves in there,
dubs.
and didn't have to worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think-
And right
I think
away,
it was
how
dubs.
can you
Oh,
not
come
call
on,
out
come on.
the NA's Titans of Bizzle, Vivid, and Cease, been around forever, and Cease, more importantly, we said he deserved more recognition.
Do no, you're driving me crazy.
And they're looking
Wait,
to
when's he
represent
gonna
on the
tackle?
stage.
So we'll see if he's going to be able to do that. Of course, at the top of the list is Booga. A lot of people are looking forward to see what he can do on a land
Couple
environment in
seconds
this
now.
stage. See if he can continue the performance he's had in the last couple of weeks. So we're going to continue.
I'm
though.
Bizzle.
Dubs had an or we're going to check it.
Hello?
Enzo, I've been expecting you.
I gotta peek my horse to my bum.
Hey, Will, can you put on daytime now? I can't see.
Okay, that's costing by me. I'm watching the Fortnite finals.
Oh,
Like
nice.
that's what I'm watching.
And I got a new mic. I bought one already.
Jesus.
Let's go. I can do.
Imagine if it breaks in like 5 minutes.
My dad would be very angry at me.
What was he like when you broke it?
He's like, you already broke another one? Good job, son. Hey, I need to craft a boat. That'd be easy if I craft a boat, wouldn't it? How would you craft a boat?
We can make a dock.
Hey, can you tell me how to craft? I'm actually not gonna go in a class of crafting because I don't know how to build a boat. Hey, how do you build a boat? Oh, why do you need a shovel to build a boat? Stupid. Like you need a shovel to build a bloody boat. Okay, let's go. I got my boat.
Where are you going?
I'm going to find the treasure map, for goodness sake, Will.
Wait, Jax, I'm gonna build a dock. Wait, Jax, Jax, don't go yet! Jax, come back!
Oh, my
You need
dogs!
to put your... I know, you have to sit them down.
I'm gonna sit, tell me all about the stupid thing. Let me get over here, let me get my house. My house is not even built, but I don't care. Doggy, come here. Okay, you sit here. You sit, I can't sit. Okay, I had more dogs than 2 dogs. If my other dog's drowned or something, Will.
One of your dogs are in the boat.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's my dog. Doggy, get out the boat! I have to break the boat. Okay, now can you do to my head? Well, can I have like those things that you can put stuff on?
Huh?
Doesn't matter. Hey, where's my doggy gone now? Doggy, is this my dog?
Wait, Jax,
That's my dog.
the dock is here.
Okay, let me just put my dog. I have 3 dogs, I think. I don't care. I don't care if another dog died. I really don't. Wow. Did you just do a homeboy, Will? 'Cause it looks like a homeboy. See, where is it? Well, I'll split the loot, yeah? I'll split the treasure loot if I find it, yeah?
Yeah, but you won't, so.
I will if I find it. It's really hard to find though.
It's not.
It is. It's under stuff. It is, Will.
Wait, is it?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna take me to the old time road. I'm gonna.
Wait, is the other one closer? If the other one's closer, I'm going to it.
I'm watching the marshmallow event.
And go ahead and listen.
Oh wait, what's the marshmallow event? Is it like a live event? Is it like a live event in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, the new one. I can't even see it like.
Wait, it's like the robot event? Is it like a showdown or something?
No, you have to watch it in the World Cup.
Oh wow.
Doing it wrong, doing it wrong, doing it wrong. You're driving me crazy. Doing it wrong.
Before it see who's on the floor, it is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Leader Moyes, T-Chub, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom, in particular, the young Irish lad, qualified in the same week as the duo Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them, and they're excited to be here, excited to represent not only for their countries, but also for their families. And then also looking up their Left Eye and Dementos have been around the scene for a very long time, since the beginning, have that veteran experience, have been in so many of these very, very top-heavy lobbies. They are going to be comfortable.
I'm also looking at Banny, who was Backbox's duo from the previous Asian group, and he is one of the most aggressive players. He also plays tons of high ground, tries to look for tons of eliminations on the high ground. So we'll see how the Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy converts to this stage.
But can't forget about Takamura out of Japan, and then Cat coming from Oceania, two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL Boom, we talked about wanting to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a little bit about that from him.
Hi, my name is Lalboom. I'm originally from Philippines, but I live in Ireland, and I qualified for the solo Fortnite World Cup. Every week was really intense. I didn't expect myself to qualify for the solos. It was just unbelievable. What I love about competitive Fortnite is the players around it. Everyone's so nice. Those people are really humble. I don't really feel any pressure on me. I just really focus on this moment and this tournament, and hopefully I do good and bring back home one of the best Fortnite players in the world. I'd like to thank my parents, my brothers especially.
Oh, that's how you do
also
it,
the
Seagull.
viewers that look up to me and who are loyal to me, because they're like the only ones that supported me throughout this whole
Seagull.
journey. And I'd just like to thank all of them.
It's so nice to see someone just so grateful to be in the position, but continue striving forward. Someone who was originally seen in the skirmishes, but now wants to perform on the main stage. On to our next group, representing out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil. We have Dracons, Road Shark, Colorful, Mega, Bucky, Class, Rux, Pizzas, and Saints.
I just want to talk about Bucky because I know we've talked about it a lot. I know we've talked about on broadcast that video of him qualifying, his dad in the background coaching him, and he's here today by himself. He has performed on the stage before back at the summer block party. He did quite well there and had a good time on the stage, so we'll see. That was a little bit of a less competition. It was for charity. This today is for $15 million total.
And he's going to want to be pushing the pace, particularly against players like this. Class
Let me see my
extremely analytical,
sensor.
keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Rux and his baseball-playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week. And Mega, great performance again yesterday. Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day, and he was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekends, and now he's going to be on the main stage.
I also, going back to Mega real quick, because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's games when he was playing with Dubs. We actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos in Fortnite in EU, and that was crazy to be able to do with that mechanical skill, the speed that he did it at.
And he barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down, knowing their stories. I know very little about Pisa. It's so hard to find information on. We've got to go through the bot reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zay, who we saw him and Saf have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zay. Zay, you dominated yesterday. It's very clear to absolutely everybody, claiming that #1 slot.
I'm not to do it now.
6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite. RNG happens, right? But again, going into in-game,
Oh,
you two
that's
standing
Zay.
together, locking down high ground. That's ultimately what secured the dub. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So we kept the same mentality, same strategies for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, we had 38 points. So we're really confident. So we didn't change anything. A lot of unfortunate things happened. So we finished with 6 points in the last 3 games, got 4th. After being first with 5 games in a row, we really want to win this. So I'm talking at that. Still.
Understandable. I mean, at the end of the day, though, Fortnite, this is the biggest payouts, right? Like, we're seeing some amazing payouts here. 4th place is still very much a win, I would think, to a lot of people. Now, going into the solos tournaments today, obviously you've been performing very consistently for Fortnite comps. You're faced up against a lot of incredibly talented players from regions all over the world, and there's a lot of different play styles here. What's your mentality going into some of these fights?
For solos, I'm going to play like I've been playing for the past year. I'm just going to be confident. I play best when I'm confident.
Absolutely. Well, we see this confidence. We're going to see it again today on Real Island. What do you have next for us?
Thank you so much, Jordan. And what's surprising to me there is Zayt. I mean, it's not surprising at all, actually. He's a true competitor. He placed in 4th place yesterday, and he's very disappointed about that. You can see it on his face.
Definitely felt it wasn't good enough. He said, hey, we wanted it all. We wanted the top spot. If with Zayt, you've seen it in the past, that means he's going for it. But now our next group, because these competitors are here to also challenge for the top spot. We have Link, Peter Pan, Letchi, Yarkos, Lucia, Mr. Savage, Snazy, Smeef, Blaster, and Issa.
Okay. The beginning of this group that you mentioned, Letchi, one of the most amazing controller players I've ever seen out of Germany, and he was so methodical and so good at the end game. It was unbelievable. The tunneling skills and able to be so aware. I can't be more impressed by Letchi.
Yes, and even in the qualification round, he said, hey, I got the spot. He was almost the first controller qualifier to get in, missed it by 1 place, and that next week when he came back to back solo trap eliminations to just flex on the entirety of Europe. Also rounding out the group, somebody we saw yesterday was Lucia, who's going to have the time to be on the stage as well as Mr. Savage. They're there. But let's talk about the other controller player making his first trip over here. It is Ghost Issa, the original controller gang, and we had a chance to talk with him ahead of the competition. Let's hear what he had to say.
So I qualified for solos in week 5. It's been 10 stressful weeks, a lot of ups and downs, but it's been pretty good. When I qualified, I was so happy. I had a rough 10 games. I think I played 5 games out and died like 4 times off spawn, so I was so happy when I qualified. I instantly called my mom.
Holy, I'm insane!
I think it's nice
I've just been practicing for that,
everyone can
for 10
qualify,
minutes.
you can be 13 and win millions of dollars, and just everyone is really chill. New York is way different, like even the air. Much better player play, like watch Mongols bot, whatever, and keep grinding. That's the only way you can make it.
I'm insane. If I'd done that then. I'm insane, bro. I'm insane. I'm insane, bro.
Here to take names. Now on to the next group. You have a lot of what I would consider dark horse contenders. Very talented players you don't hear enough about. It's Nick, King, Clarity G, Astonish,
I'm insane,
Check-ins,
bro.
Batch, Pika, Storm, and Reverse
So good.
I just want to point out, Astonish's outfit is unbelievably incredible.
No, those aren't slippers. He's in a...
I'm insane, bro. Who'd I just join? Domi!
Yeah.
You should see my new builds. I'm insane. Wanna see my new builds?
Yeah, I'm gonna join you now.
I joined this randomer. I'll join you now. I joined this person. Yeah, I'll invite you. Yo, who's in your lobby?
No one.
Oh. Wait, who the Arsenal? Oh yeah.
What's the matter?
Oh, is it? Ah.
What's the matter?
I'm watching their World Cup on my iPad. Wait, reverse 2Ks in phase? I didn't even know.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Let's go to the toilet.
10 minutes now. Stop it.
Gonna be able to flex more. I know Ninja and I do a spot of Lagoon, so that's my hometown, so we're doing out there. Very comfortable there. Matt up real quick with some wood right there in his mask. Now, another thing that I love about you, Chris, you're so vocal and so positive in social media. A lot of people are supporting you and loving you, very much behind you in this journey. How does it feel to have so much support from Fortnite fans?
Oh, wait, what? How come I've been playing this all day?
Oh my gosh, it is stunning. And then we Googled then, Georgia Googled then,
Back in the stadium, we do have our next group. Hook Shade, Arius. We also have our one multi-world champion from yesterday. It's Alex. And then Mark 2 and Ruth, Romab, Skylar, K-Star, and Kinsel.
Help! My crazy sister's here. She hasn't done.
Oh my god, I'm leaving.
Yo, hello? Yeah,
Yeah.
my sister was just attacked me.
How?
Oh, basically she got a knife and she started like stabbing me with it, no joke.
What? Join me because I can't. I've been reading up with you and I can't join and I can't go into a game.
No, you were the party leader. Get out! You have a knife! Get out of my room. Enzo, join me.
No, join me. I'll invite you.
Yes, what? Shuffle smack you with my bottle. No! She doesn't! Yeah. Get out. Hop then. I didn't even hit your knee, I hit your foot! Why are you holding your knee then?
Playing any other scrim. You've got to put work into
What the hell?
You have to get a little bit lucky with qualifying stuff.
Get out now or you're getting another weapon.
Through grinding and just hard work more.
Sometimes you might have to get a little bit lucky with like qualifying and stuff like that's a part of it, but you can create your own luck through grinding and just hard work and all. It's really cool meeting the people and like experiencing it with them and learning from each other.
Which way did you come back after, Lloyd?
They definitely come through.
Oh, there you are.
Jordan going to be doing everything he can to push forward and be at the top. And now we're into some qualifiers who qualified in the final week. The week 9 was the last chance qualifiers when everything was on the line. They made it here. It's Slipknot, Cosmic, Tuzi, Aspect, Hornet, Trio, Legedian, Harriers,
Anyone from Spain? Oh my god, Tommy, come back. I'm gonna leave. Hello?
Thanks, my retarded sister. Yeah, I have to go, okay? I'll be back in like a bit because we got grounded because of this retard.
Okay.
You dominate in that way. Now, again, repping NA West out there in LA for me. Listen, your qualification both in duos and solos, you're the only person from NA West that was able to do that. What do you have to say to the rest of the West?
I mean, like, if you guys get a brain on the West Coast, and, I mean, like, it'll be a lot easier, you know, but otherwise, yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Gotta get a brain. Okay, I'm gonna come to Arkham School. Back to you guys on Unreal Island.
Oh, I might also go to Arkham School. That was definitely interesting there.
Could say Galaxy Brain in there from Arkham. You know, just get a brain going on there, looking to represent. But now the final group of competitors, it will be Sosman, Moffin, and Greta, Brew, Light, Mongrel, MQ, T, Blacks, and Skype.
I liked a little dab there from Blacks. Absolutely incredible. Again, remember, these are the guys who qualified in the final week. And I do have to point out, and Greta was one of the players who did so. What an amazing performance it was. One of the few players who was streaming his final week, and he did it in an amazing fashion.
Winning 3 out of his first 5 games. He actually took a moment after that on the stream, kind of, you can see him, deep breath in, deep breath out, and kind of know he had it. He kept pushing forward. We got to see yesterday, had some highlight reel plays, but wasn't quite able to push into the top 10. Going to want to do that today, but Bala, you know on this list what I want to talk about right now, right?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it. What do you got for Mr. Mongrel himself?
Mongrel. What more? I mean, there's literally so much. I could talk about this guy forever. One of the most mechanically skilled players I have ever seen. So fast with his decisions, you really can't keep up. Sometimes I even have to watch him in slow motion because it's just so ridiculously fast.
And you can see his reactions on the camera, how much he cares, how much he is invested, how much he wants to be the best of the best, just as does Skype, the player from the stream, overcoming tendinitis in his wrist, qualifying through. We're going to throw it down to the floor. Jordan and Translator to catch up and hear what Skype has to say. Jordan, take it away.
Standing next to Skype here, dealing with tendinitis is a very, very big thing, especially ahead of a competition of this caliber. How have you prepared physically going into today?
Avec un concours de cette nature, il y a beaucoup évidemment d'ambition et de comment est-ce que vous gérez un peu la situation?
Can't even understand them.
J'essaie de pas stresser et je reste concentré en jouant.
I train, I try not to be too stressed out, and I just, you know, think about the game.
Understood, as you should. Now, you have a lot of LAN experience and a lot of success in online tournaments as well. Your preparation for today, knowing that you're going up against a bunch of the best players in the world, regions all over the world, how are you strategizing for solos today?
Tu es un des meilleurs joueurs du monde, tu as beaucoup d'expérience, etc. Mais en même temps, ça c'est une compétition nouvelle. Comment est-ce que tu t'es organisé dans la stratégie de cette Coupe du Monde?
J'essaie juste de jouer mon jeu, de pas stresser. J'essaie de m'adapter à la méta actuelle et voilà.
I try not to stress out, I try to sleep well, eat well, and I try to think how I'm going to really play the game.
Lovely, and that allows you composure, right? That you can dominate. Love it, Sky. Back to you guys at Unreal Island.
Thank you so much, Jordan and Sky. Sky originally known for his win round performance where he was
I mastered it. Let's go.
Semi-final and then topped the final and put him on the map, and now he's here competing on the main stage, which is set for everyone who is here. But all of you guys at home, make sure you're using Fortnite.com/watch. Go check the website out. It is a more kind of tailored viewing experience. There's the ability to unlock additional items in-game. And on top of that, for somebody who's super analytical, there's a map stream. There's an individual player stream. You want to see the spotlighted players, T-Viewer dubs, they'll be on there. You want to see the best players from Asia, they'll be on there. Best players from Brazil, they'll be on there. Make sure you go and utilize this tool, whether you're trying to get better at Fortnite or just...
Wait, tell me left. No.
Oh no, please. Ready? I gave you a 5. No, wait.
I'm turned up in this spot.
Oh, I'm watching the event, buddy. what's up, Jack? Cheers for that like. Jack, do you want to see what I've been mastering if you're still here? Comment in the chat.
Yo, I just want to say thank you to Fortnite, thank you to Epic Games for having me out today. If you guys know
Oh my god, this is gonna be sick.
let's go.
Jack, I've been doing George. I've been thinking. I want you to be here. Hey! Away the Furies, and only for a minute. Yeah, this is sick.
What's happening? On the
marshmallow event! Yeah, it's on the Fortnite World Cup screen.
Oh yeah, cool.
I've been thinking. I want you to be happier.
But it's still not flames for my flipping thing. It's still not flames for my crossbow though, Will.
Will, have you seen what I've mastered?
And what do you say?
Have you seen what I've mastered now?
Yeah, your edits.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Will, I still haven't had flames for my flipping smoke my crossbow. Maybe because it's multi-shot. Maybe that's
for a minute. I'm gonna join Tommy again. This is dun, 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 dun. I have to, yeah. I think I'll be thinking. I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. 'Cause I'm gone.
Everybody follow me like this.
I've been thinking. I want you to be happier. I want you to be. Yo, Marshmallow. No, I will not like it. Oh my god, it has to be now, doesn't it? For a minute. I want to see you smile. This will don't feel right to me. But that just means I'll have to leave. Dun, 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 dun,
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Marshmallow!
What about it?
I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs in my career, by far the best one, hands down. Guys, this is incredible stuff here. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and this is the moment that we have been waiting for. 10 weeks have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This packed house. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today. Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players. up on this stage. And this, right here, the trophy and the title of being
I can't believe Tommy's missing this.
world champion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible, but I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more. When you think about what's at stake here for these players, so much on the line. And we crowned 2 Fortnite World Champions yesterday, but that was duos competition. And today, these people are riding solo. And it's about that trophy, being able to raise this right in front of everyone here in New York City and walking away with $3 million in prizes. History will be made, lives will change. Now, I know that you guys want to hear from some of our players as well. There's one player in particular that I think each and every person in this arena wants to hear from. Jordan, who do you got?
The legend. The legend. The man.
Oh my god, it's Tifu!
Tifu! I want my vest back, by the way. Guys, standing next to me, I mean, you guys know him. He needs no introduction. He's pretty decent at the game of Fortnite. He's like, fine, I guess. I don't know, 1v1 main creative. We'll see what happens, right? But knowing that you're as good as you are, right, and your skills, your gifts, your game sense, your speed, your dexterity, your precision, all of these things that I'm sure a lot of people are very fearful of, there are a lot of incredibly young, gifted talents that are up here on the stage right now from all over the world. How do you prepare for all of these different games?
Basically, how I prepare is just stream to all of my beautiful viewers. You know, they stream time me, and I get rushed to like 30 people every game. So if I can handle that, then I can handle anything, right?
I have seen it happen in real time. It's insane. I don't know how you deal. I mean, you got a long way, you know, to get to the end, but obviously vying for that #1 slot. How was your strategy working out going into your drop spot today? Your rotation, you've been flexible. What are your thought processes going into today, knowing that you're up against some of the best players in the world?
My drop spot's pretty good, you know. I have some people contest me, but I just lay them out and then move on from there.
Lay them out, move on. 355, there it is, from the man himself. Back to you, GB.
Thank you once again, Jordan, for that. Now we're going to get into the games in a few moments here. Yesterday we hyped up nicely, and I think we can do it again. This is it. This is for this community right here, whether you're watching them at home, whether you're here with us in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, let me hear you. No, 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 no. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear you loud and proud. This is the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and let's send it over to your casters for the first set of games. It's Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition kicks off today, and I could not be more excited. I'm still sweating from the marshmallow performance we just saw, but
absolutely,
Dr. Lupo, this is going to be a darn good time.
100 of the best solo players the world has ever seen in Fortnite are today playing for $15 million. And Jack, first place takes home $3 million, which is the largest individual prize for any player in esports ever up until this point. You realize that? That is ridiculous.
It's a pretty long history. Lives will be changed today. As we know, it's been happening throughout the weekend, and we've seen the best competitors in the world go up in creative, obviously in the Pro-Am, in the solos or duos competition, and now it is time for solos. We're going to go through the format, the prizing for everyone at home so you can get caught up to speed. Millions tuned in throughout the weekend so far, and even more we'll be watching here today. So Ben, I want to break down these rules for everyone at home. It's not your normal Fortnite game we're going to be playing.
Oh, no, it is not, especially if you've watched any competitive gameplay over the past. On your screen right now is the format. This is solo, so the top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top 15 is 5. If you make it all the way to top 5, that's 7 points. And that coveted victory royale, of which there will only be 6 today, is worth 10 points. But on top of that, it's not just about placement. Every single elimination is an additional point. Those are going to add up, and we're going to see exactly how things play out over 6 games. Yep. Those 6 games, we add those scores up. Jack, what's the take-home? I know, just read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, first place today wins $3 million US. If you get second, third, or fourth, the prize money you're winning is also above the $1 million mark. Hey, I wouldn't be too upset with fifth place either, $900 grand, but you see, top 20 all earn $112,500.
That was so close.
And guess what? Just because they made it here today, everyone on the stage will win $50,000 for their efforts across the last few months of competition. But I can tell you the prize money is sweet. It's great going up against the best in the world, but that right there, the coveted trophy on your screen and the title of Fortnite World Champion, the first ever solo World Champion.
Guys.
Nevertheless, I'd try and give an honest appraisal. I thought he was excellent in terms of his hold-up play. I could see him being there's an opportunity here. Kane, what has he just done? Incredible! What a goal to win it!
I do not want to play with you. No, definitely not you. What does it have to be? Why? Why does it happen? Marshmallow, marshmallow, marshmallow.
/watch. There's some unique stats as well as all sorts of feeds you can watch from. It's a viewing experience with real-time stats at different points of view in game. And Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated
and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Solos competition is about to begin. If you are here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, I need you to get as loud as you possibly can. 100 of the best players in the entire world are about to face off for $15 million. Jack, guess what? 100 players, the battle bus is loaded. 6, 5, 4,
4, 3, 2. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
It's
back!
Let's
go.
Underway, and on your screen, all 100 players. Arguably the biggest day of their entire lives. The average age of competitors, just 16 years old. If you're a younger fan here in the audience, you dream of one day being here. If you're the same age, you look to your peers as people to look up to and aspire to be as good as one day. If you're a parent, I'm sure you can imagine what's going through these kids' minds. Here we go, folks. Tifu.
Why is Tifu wearing that skin?
Block
That skin
has been
sucks.
his place forever, Dr. Lupo, and he is not shying away here in game number 1.
I had a chance earlier during warm-ups just talk to Tifu about this landing zone. The opinion was basically, I don't care who else lands here, I'm going to take it. I'm going to clear out every other opponent there and roll on through. He's got a chance to go up the hill, potentially for ball. Wow, those remain uncontested. He has a free legendary chest right here in the middle. And look at the inventory already. Blue pump shotgun, gold tactical AR, gold standard AR. Mini bandages, he's got brick for ETs here. The resources are incredible. A loadout already. He just needs some mobility. Maybe drop one of the ARs depending on ammunition at certain points. Find some shadow bombs. Might be worth it. We'll see if he swaps out. He actually puts down that TAC AR and grabs a purple grenade launcher.
And the zone right there as well. The only one other player landed here that's Clipnote. So Tifu versus Clipnote. More control of the block unless Clipnote decides to say,
rotate away.
I've got a lot of respect for that gameplay. He knows block as well. Clipnote is always landing here too. Will go ahead and fall away. And folks, I think as a sign of respect for Tifu as a player, they have forfeited the rest of block to this man as he's already at 190 total HP and a fantastic inventory. Rotating here towards Fatal Fields. Class on your screen. Bucky there as well. Class currently with a little bit of mixed inventory, but this is what we talked about yesterday. If you play Fortnite, you know that in the Fatal Fields 4 maze, there is loot. Well, guess what?
Just force one.
Typically, you and I, I'm sure, Ben, break all the corn down. We farm it on up. These players know the exact route of where the loot is while it's hidden in the corn because they've studied this area of map construction. It's the little things that make the biggest differences. Class right now is looting, and no one has any clue where he is.
Lucky's long bar, grabbing just 2 chests spawn here, plus any of the floor loot possible along the way. Side stalls, so quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple of forests. He's got the Fortnite quarry there, plus the ship up top. He can take that slip all the way to the top. He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game. Unless somebody maybe gets a couple shots. Meanwhile, up here at Mega Mall, Pika and Star hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests. A lot of verticality inside tends to lead to audio-based fights. Trying to figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know almost immediately.
Down to Lucky landing. Stagey there as well. First stink bomb coming on through. Doesn't actually wind up connecting too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, we do play with siphon settings on. So if you get an elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, you'll gain 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these eliminations.
Now, Snazy right now with the top down on his opponent, it looked like he's trying to use the stinks and that proximity grenade launcher just to try and find even one hit, which at this point with such low ammunition, he's out the stinks now. He still has the 3 proximity grenade launcher shots. He's kind of burning through resources.
I was going to say, he sees those grenades. I was thinking exactly that, yep.
Well, just trying to find a bead at this point. He knows based on the audio. Bugga is rotating back and forth in this little brick tunnel underneath. No tags quite yet, minus a little bit of HP with Stink earlier. Snazy still has the high ground here. Not a ton of materials, 18 builds. At some point, he's going to have to opt to either push this or rotate away, and now might be the time to rotate away, unless Bugga's going to push from behind. We'll see here. Here you go.
Oh, wait, actually,
not even an upgrade. Never mind, he already has a gold combat number 4 slot there. Easy Bug us separating from each other a little bit, not necessarily pressuring. Early game pressure at game 1 of 6 for the World Cup solos would be could be pretty advantageous to get that siphon. He's looking for a shot. The heavy snipe. Work goes, and not quite enough. Bugga misses just behind as Snazy sneaks away from the higher floors of that north side building. Lucky.
Yeah, Bugga winds up seeing that middle cherry blossom tree get knocked down, and a lot of times in competitive games, players will just hit the trees down to 50 total HP left, but they won't fully remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations for not only himself, but from the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe placed 14th with his duo, Mr. Savage. The first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage, it looks like Benji Fishy wants a fight, but unfortunately does take 50 immediately from the back, and will go ahead and just give up his position for the moment.
A little bit of frustration on his face, and I can't blame him. Shots is attempting to push a little bit on Nate right there. Pleasant Park still inside the safe zone, so moving away from this doesn't have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across to that treehouse building in the southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest of the entire map, Crew not alone down here. A little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. It's early in the game. It's going to stay very, very high in the player count. Crew maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through. Doesn't quite. Storm waiting inside. We see this all the time. Just holding the edit inside the pyramid. Yep. He doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King and Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive. At this point, he might have the high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp can go down.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh
okay.
No! And you see King, a little bit of a smirk right there yesterday when we had a little bit of a, maybe I guess you could say trash talk in the game. It was Skeptic who winds up going down to Mongrel Mitro. This time I think King will live to see another fight, but ooh, I like some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. He wins that fight with a quick wall retake and edit on through. Over to Neo Tilted, Creo, Hornet, and Clicks, currently within a couple buildings of each other. And you see on your screen on the backside, Lechi, Maw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Flutter Moyes rotating through, looks like on a ball on the backside. Real quick, put the replay up of exactly how that played out. Storm here, stuck inside that box just moments ago.
No.
Oh. Full send into the air and does catch the shots there. The burst SMG proving useful even midair.
Burst SMG, probably not the exact item the players want, but still making use of it. Uh-oh, it's a corn fight. Dr. Lupo, you're used to this in Nebraska, as right now we've got
like
Rogue
home for
Shark.
me, Jack.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you've got a ton of skill in this one. As we see Rogue Shark currently dropping down the bandage for the moment. Already the ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark just wasn't ready for it. So if you didn't catch what happened right there, Dr. Lupo, quick little breakdown. The campfire was placed, he lost control of his wall, but because he had no pyramid inside his box, the opponent placed a ramp and then edited past the ramp for extra cover. It's one of the fastest but most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1x1. Left Eye did just get an elimination, does use that shockwave to get away from E-Rouse, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elim.
Storm starting to move. We have 56 seconds. My apologies before the next circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just northeast centered from Neo Tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. Let's see here. Dubs. Trying to push from the outside of Flint, knock from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a bead on Evil Mare. Goes down out here at the old Greasy Grove Ice Lake.
And you see Evil Mare with still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 30 health left. So Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory for Riverson, for Team Liquid. 6 shockwave grenades, 2 minis, 3 chug splashes, a launch pad. Weapons a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play in Dr. Loop, but we haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent players from potentially sitting and not engaging in fights. If there are a certain number of players at this point, when there's over 70, when the circle closes, people are going to start to take 25 damage every tick. That's every 5 seconds, unless they are over the threshold for the amount of damage done in the lobby. It's a way to encourage players to get engaged in fights without having to force anybody. You can't really just sit still the entire time. You've got to get engaged, get involved with what's going on.
And it ends when we go below that threshold. To bring up this first threshold, you have to drop below 70 players. So Storm Surge will remain in play right now until 69 players is reached. You see Booga with an elimination, Blaster with one as well. Players above the damage threshold sitting pretty right now, but players who are below it, they're frantically searching for some damage they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup duo champions from yesterday. Just outside of Rusty Divot, shots inside here. Colorful trying to rotate back away. Doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items